Hey guys, welcome to the Field of 68 YouTube channel. If you like what you see here, hit that subscribe button and you'll get more college basketball content just like this. Teams that are projected by the Fielding the 68 bracket to be in that 6 to 11 seed range that you think can make a deep March run. And by deep March run, I'm defining that as getting to the Elite Eight or further. McCall, we'll go to you first in this one. Who you got? Who you like?
I'm going Gonzaga. This guy never doesn't make the second weekend of the NCAA tournament. He never does. And everyone has been counting out the Zags all year. And all he did was go on the road the other night and punch his ticket to the NCAA tournament and Mark Few. Like if they're like a 7 seed or an 8 seed and you're lined up to play them and you get them in your bracket, you're sitting there going, whew, man, all Mark Few does is make the second weekend of the tournament. Go back, look at his Wikipedia page. It doesn't matter. I'm taking the Zags. I just based on history. I think they have a talented roster. I know it hasn't been. Drew Timmy's not there anymore. I know it's not as good as it's been in year past. But I'm betting on Mark Few to get to the second weekend. So I think that's a team. And I think when you get lined up to play them in this NCAA tournament, that opposing team is going to be concerned.
Yeah, I'm just throwing this out there. Right now, Arizona's projected as a 2 seed. Gonzaga is projected as a 7 seed. And if they happened to be put in the same pod, fellas, I would not be complaining about that one bit. Get a little Tommy Lloyd, Mark Few revenge matchup. We'll see. Randolph, who you like?
I'm going to go with a team that did it a year ago that's kind of been up and down all year, and people are not talking about much. I think it's Florida Atlantic. The pieces are there. I've been a big fan of theirs all year long. I just think this now that we're here, let's see if this group can finally hit the switch in the wall. They're not sneaking up on anybody we know, but we obviously know there's a deep run there. These guys have been there, and the experience will matter. They got their guard play. They obviously got Big Flag on inside. I think this team can make an Elite Eight and potentially make a Final Four if they're making shots. We've seen it.
All right. Fellas, I got 2 for you here. All right. The first one,
you're only allowed to pick one. How are you going to take 2?
Yeah,
you're like, what are you
it's
doing?
my show. I can do whatever I want. It's my show, McCall. I can do whatever I want. Listen, the first one is going to make you very, very happy. It's going to make me very popular in the McCall household. That's Florida. I feel like we are really underrating what Florida. Yeah, there you go, Gator Chomp. I feel like we're really underrating what Florida is right now because they've blown a couple second half leads here, right? If they don't blow, I think it was a 10-point lead at South Carolina. They blew a 10-point lead at Alabama, and they blew a 12-point lead earlier on the season as well. I think it was at Texas A&M, right? All in the second half. They hold on to win those games. They're right there for the SEC regular season title. And obviously that's not really how these things work, but they're not that far away from having put together a resume that is putting them in the conversation as like a top 4 seed. They have the same kind of offensive. Go ahead.
You said if they hadn't done all that, if these strands of hair on my chin was all black, I'd look like I'm 20 years old. If was fifths, we'd be fucked up. I mean, Rob, stop it, man. If they had lost, man, cut it out. They did. So we got to go off what they've done. Don't give me this. You name like 10 things. If the sun hadn't risen over coming here and it hadn't dropped, I mean, it's like, are you serious? Put if you're gonna put it on there, Rob, stick to it, man. Don't give me that. Oh, they.
No, I am. I'm all in. I'm all in. I think Florida is really, really good and really dangerous. And I think if you look at their numbers and what they've done this year, they're not that far off from being a team that we will be having a lot of different conversations about. Right? Elite offensively. I love Walter Clayton. And just for the record, RC, if you just shaved off the beard, you would still look as old, man. You got the baldy going on up top. That's your biggest problem right now. That's the dead giveaway. That's the dead giveaway.
I think the thing with Florida too is like we're talking about seven and above. Florida's going to be seated higher than that. So that's not okay. What's your second one? Because you have 2 teams. You have two teams. Go ahead. What was the second
one? The second one was Dayton. I think that coming out of the A-10. You have a guy that's going to be an All-American in Deron Holmes. You have a coach that understands how to cater what he does to the pieces that he has. I think that they've been able to overcome the loss of Malachi Smith really, really well. Matt, I know you watch a lot of Dayton. Am I going out on a limb here? I think that what they can do defensively, the way that they can shoot the ball, and the fact that they have an All-American at the 5 that they play around and know how to play around, I really like that team. I think they're dangerous.
I think they're dangerous. I think Deron Holmes at point forward, playing him at the 5 spot, using him the way that Anthony does. But we got to start talking about Richmond too, because I know Richmond's not in the field right now, but they won the regular season in the A-10. Chris Mooney, they put a billboard up in Richmond that said, "Fire Chris Mooney." Whoever put that billboard up there, like, can somebody find him? Find that guy. I want to see where he's at right now. Because I
want to put a billboard up that says regular season champs, Richmond Spiders.
All he does is win games. He's third all time in the A-10 in wins. Third all time.
And they've had that man fired so many times, Matt. He's been fired so many times.
RC.
And he just comes back and figures it out. He just comes back and wins. Yeah.
Jordan King, the transfer from ETSU, if you have not watched him play, turn on the TV when Richmond's playing. I think Dayton's really good. Anthony Grant has done an unbelievable job with that team this year. NCAA tournament team. I think they can make a run. Richmond is the other team. And look, Drew Valentine, last place last year in the A-10. Last place to a double bye in the A-10 tournament. They were right there to win it all. Come on, man. Like, I mean, those 3 teams are really good. He's done a heck of a job. That is impressive.
Hey, Matt,
any other year, I think you can make
trying to look at Rob's cup. I'm trying to look at Rob's screen and see if what's in his cup, man. What's going on over there, man? That ain't beer. I don't know what he's drinking, but we got to sub it out.
It's a little.
It's definitely not Coors Light. I can tell you
what it is? It's the second one of these I've had, which is why I can sit here and say, if Florida did that, if Florida did this, because if we're fifth,
it's like
we'd all be drunk, right, Randolph? All right. All right. Thank you for watching The Field of 68. If you've enjoyed what you've seen here, hit that like button, share this link with your friends, or check out the description for some other places that you can consume Field of 68 content.